By the year 481, the Western Roman Empire had ceased to exist. Gaul was a fractured wasteland of freezing mud and crumbling Roman stone. Massive kingdoms run by the Visigoths and Burgundians dominated the south, while dozens of smaller warlords fought over the remaining scraps. In the middle of this chaos stood the Salian Franks. Their new leader was a 15-year-old boy named Clovis, who inherited a warrior band of barely 500 men. Clovis operated on a single principle. In a world without central authority, static defense invited destruction. Expansion was the only path to survival. He approached the post-Roman collapse as an opening for a total monopoly, treating the lack of regulation as a chance to seize everything. His first strategic move came in 486. Clovis launched a strike against Syagrius, the last Roman governor still attempting to hold territory in northern Gaul. At the Battle of Soissons, heavy Frankish throwing axes shattered the Roman lines, overwhelming their traditional infantry formations. Clovis crushed the Roman defense, executed Syagrius, and immediately absorbed his troops and territory into the Frankish fold. The Franks secured their authority by occupying surviving Roman infrastructure. They literally integrated arches from Roman amphitheaters like these into their own new buildings. Liquidating Syagrius moved Clovis from a minor tribal leader to a regional empire, though he was now surrounded by hostile rivals with far greater resources. This expansion created a demographic hurdle. The underlying Gallo-Roman population was almost entirely Nicene Christian, the group we now call Catholics. Clovis remained a pagan, while the neighboring kings were Arians. Both were small military factions, ruling over a massive, religiously unified civilian base. Remaining an outsider was a political dead end. Without a shared ideology, Clovis could seize land, but he could never secure the administrative class needed to actually govern it. The turning point came during a near-disastrous battle against the Alemanni at Tolbiac. Facing total defeat, Clovis sought a new alliance to stabilize his position. He converted to Catholicism and was baptized here, at Reims, in a move that shifted the entire balance of power in Gaul. This conversion functioned as a strategic merger, instantly granting Clovis the wealth and the administrative loyalty of the Gallo-Roman bishops. Clovis then used his new Catholic status as a political pretext, framing his invasion of Visigothic territory as a religious liberation. At the Battle of Vouillé in 507, he killed King Alaric II and dismantled the Visigothic presence in Gaul. The material wealth seized from these defeated rivals, like this gold and garnet sword hilt, solidified the status of the new Frankish elite. The baptism provided Clovis with a localized monopoly on both divine mandate and earthly administration. With his external rivals crushed, Clovis shifted his focus internally. He moved to eliminate any remaining Frankish leaders who could challenge his authority. He replaced open warfare with a campaign of targeted assassinations, bribery, and the betrayal of his own relatives. He manipulated Prince Cloderic into murdering his own father, then immediately had the prince assassinated to take his kingdom. He turned next to his oldest ally, Ragnacar, bribing the king's own men to capture and execute him. This systemic purge liquidated every Frankish rival with a competing claim to his bloodline. To anchor this absolute power, Clovis created the Salic Law, shown here in this medieval manuscript. This code replaced tribal blood feuds with state-controlled fines, centralizing all legal authority under the crown. He extended this control to the economy, establishing an independent Frankish market by minting his own gold currency. By his death in 511, Clovis ruled the most unified, centralized kingdom in the post-Roman West. Modern Francia was built on this specific foundation: calculated violence, political betrayal, and a cold-blooded pragmatism that liquidated every rival in its path.